Now before the feast of the Passover, Jesus, knowing that his hour came that he should depart out of this world to the Father, having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. And during supper, the devil having already put into the heart of Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot, to deliver him up, Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he came forth from God and goes to God, rises from supper, and lays aside his garments. And he took a towel and girded himself. Then he pours water into the basin, and began to wash the disciples' feet, and to wipe them with the towel with which he was girded. So he comes to Simon Peter. He says to him, "Lord, do you wash my feet?" Jesus answered and said to him, "What I do you don't know now, but you will understand hereafter." Peter says to him, "You will never wash my feet." Jesus answered him, "If I don't wash you, you have no part with me." Simon Peter says to him, "Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head." Jesus says to him, "He who is bathed doesn't need to wash except for the feet, but is clean every bit, and you are clean, but not all." For he knew him who should deliver him up. Therefore he said, "You are not all clean." So when he had washed their feet, and taken his garments and sat down again, he said to them, "Do you know what I have done to you? You call me the teacher and the Lord, and you say well, for so I am. If I then, the Lord and the teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example, that you also should do as I have done to you. Truly, truly, I say to you, a slave is not greater than his Lord, neither one who is sent greater than he who sent him. If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. I don't speak of all of you. I know whom I have chosen, but that the scripture may be fulfilled, he who eats my bread lifted up his heel against me. From now on I tell you before it comes to pass, that, when it has come to pass, you may believe that I am he. Truly, truly, I say to you, he who receives whomever I send receives me, and he who receives me receives him who sent me." When Jesus had thus said, he was troubled in the spirit, and testified, and said, "Truly, truly, I say to you, that one of you will deliver me up." The disciples looked one on another, doubting of whom he spoke. There was at the table reclining in Jesus' bosom one of his disciples, whom Jesus loved. Simon Peter therefore beckons to him, to ask who it might be that he is talking about. Therefore, leaning back, as he was, on Jesus' breast, says to him, "Lord, who is it?" Jesus answers, "It is he, for whom I will dip the sop and give it him." So when he had dipped the sop, he takes and gives it to Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot. And after the sop, then Satan entered into him. Jesus therefore says to him, "What you do, do quickly." Now no man at the table knew for what intent he spoke this to him. For some thought, because Judas had the bag, that Jesus said to him, "Buy what things we have need of for the feast," or that he should give something to the poor. He then, having received the sop, went out right away, and it was night. When therefore he had gone out, Jesus says, "Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself, and right away he will glorify him. Little children, yet a little while I am with you. You will seek me. And as I said to the Jews, where I go, you can't come. So now I say to you, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, even as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this will all men know that you are my disciples, if you have love one to another." Simon Peter says to him, "Lord, where do you go?" Jesus answered him, "Where I go, you can't follow me now, but you will follow afterward." Peter says to him, "Lord, why can't I follow you even now? I will lay down my soul for you." Jesus answers, "Will you lay down your soul for me? Truly, truly, I say to you, the rooster will not crow until you have denied me thrice.